Akar is ah. But you should know in your mind, even if you're singing ah, that the sargams, the notes are really there, that you're conscious of. If you need to, use the sargams and sing until you really have a sense of the raga and you feel these lines. Then you can bring in akar. But for practice now, let's just stick to sargams, and then I may introduce some other phrases with akar. So we started with tons. Ni ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga re sa ni sa ni sa. Ni re ga re ga re. Ni re ga re sa ni sa. So I'm doubling gare and then surrounding sa. Ni re gare sa ni sa ni sa. It's like a little cluster. Sa ni sa. So let's end with that always, and then we'll build up the ton going up. Ni re gare sa ni sa. Ga ma ga re sa ni sa. Ni re ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa. Ni re ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga re sa ni sa. Ni re ga ma pa da ni. We can use pa da ni going up, but we don't always want to do it. Ni re ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga re sa ni sa. Now from ga, skipping pa. Ga ma da ni da pa ma ga re sa. Ga ma da ni da pa ma ga re sa. Pa ma ga re sa. Ga ma da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Sorry about that. Ga ma da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ma ga re sa. Sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So in learning these tones, we're building up our musical memory, our capacity to remember longer phrases and reproduce them. That's a skill you can learn, you can develop. Ma da ni da pa ma ba. Ma da ni re ga re sa. Ni ga re sa ni sa. Ni ga re ga. Ni ga re sa ni da pa. Re sa ni da pa. Ni ga re sa ni da pa. I sometimes think of these tones as having these like shapes going through the air. If you watch Indian singers, they'll do this kind of stuff while they're singing. Ma da ni re ga re sa ni da pa ma. Ma da ni ma da ma ma da ni re ga re sa ni da pa ma ga ma ga re sa ni da pa ma pa. Ma da ni re ga re sa ni re ga ma pa ma ga re ma ga pa re sa. We always need to come back to Sa. Sa is very important. Even though we stray away from it, we have to come back. And also the Vadi. Ga, re, ma, ga. And Samavadi. Ni, da, sa, ni, ga, re, ga. I like to call these mirror phrases. So, we talked about Uttaranga, Purvanga, and Uttaranga. Purvanga is the lower part of the scale of the raga. So, say from between Sa and Pa. Ni re ga ma pa ma ga re sa. That portion of the scale. Then the Uttaranga is the higher part. Ma da ni sa ni da pa. This is Uttaranga. So, say I'm upstairs high. Ni ga re sa ni re sa. Now this is in the higher range, but it's still kind of the Uttaranga part of the scale. It's the lower part of the scale. So I can do ni ga re sa ni re sa. I'm just doing an octave up. Ni ga re sa ni re sa. Resolving on Sa. Now I'll do the same thing in the Uttaranga, the upper part, but coming down to it because we're in the high octave. Ma ni da pa ma da pa. Excuse me, same phrase, same intervals, but in a different part of the scale. You follow me? Ni ga re sa ni re sa. So those two things are now going to be transposed down. Ma ni da pa ma da pa. Ga re. What's the corollary? Ma ni da. Then you can come down. Ni ga re. The second half of the corollary is the resolution. So check it out. Two parts to the phrase. Ni ga re sa ni re sa. Now the mirror phrase. Ma ni da pa ma da pa. Ni ga re sa ni re sa. This is another kind of mirror phrase, taking this interval structure from one part of the raga and bringing it down into the other part. So it's a beautiful way to develop the raga because you can create musical patterns that have resonance in people's minds even when they don't know why. It's like when you tell a story, you have certain characters and you refer back to them. So, or a certain thing will happen. And then what happens later has a relation to that. So it's the same thing when you're developing a raga. You want to constantly refer back to the themes that you've been developing and play off them. And these mirror phrases help do that. Nirega madani, nirega madani, nirega madani re. This helps you tell the story. You know what I'm saying? So these are tools that will really help you bring out the raga in a way that's, I think, is more musical. Because eventually you don't want to really be just repeating what you've learned, but you want to recreate the bhav of the raga. The bhav is the feeling. And it's hard to do that when you're just repeating back something that you've learned. But you can, when you add your own spirit into it, then I think that's where the essence of raga music comes. Because they say that prana is very important in this music. So who's heard of pranayama? Breath work. So it has a corollary in music, which I correlate with how we think of soulfulness. Soulfulness in jazz and blues and rock music, it doesn't come from technique, right? It comes from something deeper. It comes from embodying the music, really. Embodying it as part of your own life story. And that's something I have a lot of interest in because everyone has a story to tell. I think we've all been given something of value that we need to pass on in life. And if you're doing it through music, such a emotionally based and abstracted art like music, it's really important to be cognizant of the ways that you can connect with people with your story, whether it has lyrics or not, whether it's just instrumental or so. These ideas really, I think, are of great value in this music, and then taking that into whatever music you're playing, because essentially I believe everyone wants to be, the reason we listen to music, the reason we play music is we want to lose ourselves. We want to get rid of this mental nonsense that we have to deal with day in and day out, you know? And some people do that through meditation, through spiritual traditions, through, you know, all kind of different ways. And music is a path for that, for what I consider dying to the self, as Jesus taught, losing ourselves, and reducing ourselves to zero, as Gandhi used to say. So in that way, the spirit carries the music, and we can, our story, I think, shines through because it's not really about us. It's not really about what we're doing, but it's about something coming through the life we've been given. So I think these tools can help with that, because we can connect with people. You know what I'm saying? So let's go through just the phrases with the rhythm, and then I want to just talk to y'all for a little bit. Do you remember this Rupaktal? Di na di na. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa ni. We're doing without the space. So we're in 7. Yeah. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Yes. Ga ma no ma ga ma ta ni ta pa ma. Ga ma ta ni ta pa ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni ta pa ma ga re sa. Ni re ga 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 ma ga re. Ga ma da ni da pa ma. Ga ma da ni da pa ma. Ga ma da ni da pa ma. Ga ma da ni da. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga. Ni da pa ma ga re sa. 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 Ni re ga ma ga re. Now let's do all. So that was single and double speed. Now let's do single and half speed, and we'll just do it all together. Okay, so one of each. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ga ma ta ni ta pa ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni ta pa ma ga re. Now listen. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ga ma ta ni ta pa ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni ta pa ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni. Let's do it twice each. And then we'll go to the double and we'll do them 4 times each. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re. Ga ma ta ni ta pa ma. Ga ma ta ni ta pa ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re. Ni ta pa ma ga re sa. Ni da pa ma. Double. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. 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 Ga ma da ni da pa ma. Ga ma da ni da pa ma. Ga ma da ni da pa ma. Ga ma da ni da. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga. Ni da pa ma ga re sa. 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 Ni re ga ma ga re sa. So I know all of you can get this if you just apply yourself. And remember, the repetition in the double speed is always gonna be in the space. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma. And we talked about building the rhythm, so stopping in the place where it comes to the beat, because that trains your mind to know and to get through the rhythm even before you finish it. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. So you don't have to finish it when you're building the rhythm. Just get to where you understand, and then add ni re ga ma. You might only get that far. Ni re ga. Okay, I know ga is landing on the second clap because it's double speed. Ni re ga ma ga re sa. That close clap on the fourth beat is ni re ga ma ga re sa, is on sa. So you're going through this methodically to understand how to do it completely, bit by bit. Ni re ga ma ga re sa, ni re ga ma. Then the next clap is on ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa, ni re ga ma. Ni re ga ma ga re sa, ni re ga ma ga re sa. Then you just have ga re sa and you're done. You're back at the beginning. Ni re ga ma ga re sa, ni re ga ma ga re sa, ni. Then it's a matter of doing it the next phrase. Ga ma da ni da ba ma. Ga ma da ni da ba ma. Ga ma da ni. Ga ma da ni da ba ma. Ga ma da ni da ba ma ga. So this I call building the rhythm, getting it really into your body, so you're not just zooming by, you know, and not noticing anything, and just kind of blindly practicing. You're being cognizant very clearly of each note where it lands in the cycle. And when you're dealing with odd cycles like this of 7 Rupaktala, then it's even more crucial because we're having these groupings of 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. So you're being really clear about what that all is. All right? So, I think what I want to do today is just finish off by talking a little bit, and I have a request, and I want everyone to just look at this this document, which I'm going to share right now. Can you guys see this? And if you want to go, it's fine. Thanks, babe. Thanks, Alma. I'm going to actually turn off the live stream because we don't need to include this. Thanks for everyone. Bye. See you in September. Turning off the live stream.